G'day folks, welcome back to the Savage Firewood channel. Brad here. Today is a beautiful day. We're in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's 82 degrees Fahrenheit for you American folks. For us Canadian folks, it's 28 degrees. Nice beautiful day, sun's down, a little bit humid, but still bearable, especially when you're in the tree line. It's quite shady in areas, so it's nice. It's nice to have. It's better than the rain. Anyways, today what we have on the go is these IBC totes. I'm going to take one of them. We're going to take the skid steer. We're going to bring it down to where I hold some of my cantwood, the softwood I should say. For this particular customer that requires a face cord, I'm going to load up one of these totes and I'm going to do a mixture of hardwood and some of the softwood I have down here. The softwood consists of hemlock, if I can remember now, pine, spruce. I think that's the main three types in there anyway. So, but yeah, I usually deal with hardwoods. I don't deal with a lot of softwoods. But when I get into the cantwood sales, which future coming up here shortly, I'm going to be building a woodside stand out of pellets, and I'm going to paint it all up. I'm going to make it look all nice and pretty and stuff. And my plan is, if you can see over here, at the very end where the mailbox is, this is where I'm going to be putting the stand. This is the highway here. This is the main highway to the peaks, Calabogie here. Lots of traffic here. It's a resort area. Lots of, it doesn't stop here during the day, shuts down at night. But so traffic flow here is not going to be a problem. And people coming up from the city of Ottawa, it is a very, it's a highly trafficked area, sought after for camping, weekend getaways, and et cetera, et cetera. So anyways, back to the video. What I'm going to be doing today is this pile of wood here. Well, I'm going to take a portion of this, probably about half or if not a little bit more, and we'll fill up one of those IBC totes with some oak there, or oak, maple maybe, whatever I got it down there that's going to be burnable for this season. And we'll get that loaded into the truck and out for delivery. So yeah, stay tuned. Good day there, folks. So where we just left off from where I delivered that face cord of cantwood. Of course, one of my deficiencies, I guess, is I forgot to press record on my camera. But anyways, I'll learn better for the next time. So what we're going to go carry on with here is I'm going to move this tote with the skid steer right here. Put that in the drying area. I got cords going out later this week. Hopefully I'll get some footage of that as well. As well, before we get to that, today I'm going to start splitting. I'm going to finish up this. And finish up these little rounds. I might get into cutting a little bit more there. And we're going to throw it through the Easton Made 1222. Currently got the 4-way wedge on there. So that way I can, the rounds are much smaller right now, as you can see. So generally speaking, that's what we're looking at. There's currently that's a red oak. So yeah, I do overall, I think out of all the wedges, I do prefer the 4-way wedge because I have control what the splits look like at the end of the day. 6-way has its purpose. Maybe I myself, I need more practice with it to find that niche where it works perfect for me, where it's a one pass through. Right now, if I got to resplit, at the end of the day, like I said before in my previous video, I like what the product looks like at the end of the day. So, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's an amazing machine. It's everything I've ever dreamed of. No complaints there. So that's the plan there. I'm going to do that. And then another thing I want to get into seems to be the big talk of these days is fuel prices. I mean, the price of stuff is I don't know, it's crazy. It costs me $300 a week to drive to work. I work 1 hour from here. 300 bucks a week. And I drive a Honda Civic for my commuting vehicle. I don't know. So my wood prices right now, I've currently went from, this is Canadian, of course. I remember starting was 4 years ago when I started this, $90. And I'm at $125. I had to raise it again just to break even because the wood prices from my supplier, when he brings in the logs, it's jumped. So 125, and that's, you know, I give a free 10 kilometer charge, delivery charge, 6.2 for you American folks in miles, and even then, you know, I got diesel fuel for skid steer now, gas in the Easton Made, gas and diesel in my truck. Yeah, it's so minimum to make where I was before. I need, you know, I'm 125 a face cord. And, you know, $20-$30. I try to charge like $1 per kilometer after 10 kilometers for delivery. So if I'm in a well-populated area that pretty much relies on firewood for heating homes, as well. There's a massive amounts of campsites in this area. It is a tourist area. People come from the city, which is, you know, the city of Ottawa is an hour east from here. So this is like the next best place. There's a ski hill up the wood road here in the winter, like campsites and cottages and everything else. So this is the prime market for firewood sales. I just haven't not gained on that yet. It's coming. It's a slow process. Like I said before in my previous videos, this is just a hobby for me, and I'm new. I'm new at everything. I'm new at doing this YouTube, and I'm just experimenting. I'm playing the game. So, and trying to do things right, and try to do it right the first time. You know, I try to minimize mistakes and everything else, and so far so good. I mean, I think the basic, if I could say one word, communication. I think that would sum it up. Communication, you know, with the customer, and let them know what you're all about and what you're doing and what you have to sell and what you're doing. So at the end of the day, I think it will help yourself. Like, my basic principle is, if you do something with love, it will take care of its own, right? You can own a pizza store, right? If you don't build a pizza, right, with love, it's never gonna sell. It's just gonna be temporary. Build that, be extraordinary, be someone different, right? I don't know, my thoughts. That's my rant for today. Maybe that's tip number 2, savage tip. Anyways, we're gonna carry on getting back here. We're gonna get this split up and put it through the Easton Made with the 4-way wedge, and get this the totes moved out, moving another tote, and we'll get this carried on here. little bit of firewood there done. And yeah, it's good stuff for sure. Like I said, I like if it costs me, if it takes me resplits, or give me a second here. If it takes me resplits, I don't care. This machine, 5 seconds cycle time. You know, it's glorious. I come down here in my own little element and create firewood. Have fun, get a little bit of money out of it. You know, it's what's all about for me. It's not about your gouging people for money or anything else. This is why even for me to raise the prices, but I have no choice, right? It's for otherwise it's not worth for me to do this at all. I'm gonna lose money, and for me is gotta gain a little bit. And you know, at the end of the day, even my delivery is like within the general area, like I'm almost just breaking even for that. It's costing me, and this is not even putting into account the wear and tear on the vehicle, right? You know, I'm paying maybe for the gas for the most part is covered, but you know, the brakes and everything else that comes with it. So I mean, that's pretty much out of my pocket. So, but me being a vehicle technician, it's you know, it helps me out there a lot. So, but I don't know. I think it's gonna. I've seen a Chris in the wood yard there. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, and I believe that myself. It's we're in rough times right now. You can blame it on this, you can blame it on that, but at the end of the day, we're in this this time frame, and you know, with the COVID epidemic and stuff going on, and you know, the world's in chaos. You know. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't want to get into the politics thing because I don't really don't get myself involved with that. So, you know, I work, I do my thing, you know, and live life, have fun while you're doing it, and we'll see what happens out of all this. But I think at the end of the day, we all should stick together and be one happy family. I know us in this little small community that we have going on here in the wood world. You know, it's awesome. It's some type of camaraderie. I'm gonna carry on now and hold tight, and we're gonna fire up the chainsaw and we're gonna do some cutting. So here are a few photos that I've taken from 3 videos ago, the big storm. This was the result of some things that happened.